Good morning. Today is Thursday, June 20th, 2024. We're here for a work session agenda. Could we all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? And Drew, would you mind leading us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Drew. Okay, we have several items on for open session. The first one up is engineering, matters surrounding possible changes to the fee schedule for the yard waste facility. Then that will be with Bob KERN, Drew Dillingham, and Ms. Clifford. Come on up.
I have a handout for everyone.
Thank you.
I think we have
Posted
it.
online. Oh, you did?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I had emailed it, so I just.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
It's color version.
oh, okay.
Okay, so engineering has proposed to increase the yard waste permit cost primarily because it's never been increased before in 20 years. And even a $10 increase is a $42,000 increase in our revenues.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna correct that. That would be a $7,000 increase for the total revenue. It's right now it's $35,000, so 700 people at $50. So the total, we would get to 42,000. It's not an increase.
Since 2014, the salary of a heavy equipment operator has increased over 16%, and consumer price index has gone up over almost 30%. Fuel costs for the dump trucks and payloaders, that's also increased by 10%. And the data for those numbers are attached. We propose a $10 per permit increase effective January 1st of 2025, and that would bring it to a total of a $60 permit fee for yard waste and a $20 daily fee for yard waste.
What's the daily fee now?
15.
So just clarify that, so you buy for residents, you buy a permit for the year, but you still pay
No.
each day you're going, so that's what.
Yeah, no.
Because
That's the opposite.
60 for the year or 20 if you're just
Yeah.
going to use it
Yeah,
once?
like
some
the beach.
people have someone do their lawn and they might just take down, a couple of bushes, so they only need to go once for the year.
If I'm just doing
Makes
a
sense.
one-time spring cleanup, I'm only paying $20,
Right.
Yeah.
cheap.
It's like the beach.
Yeah, what we do is we looked at other towns. Some towns actually, every time you go there, they weigh it and they charge you by weight. So this right here really should be $100 for the season. But, understanding that it's not the taxpayers, the people that get this permit, it's not their fault we haven't raised the fees in 20 years. So,
Do we have grace periods, like just where it's leaves only, that there's not a fee?
Yes, in the fall, during the leaf season, you can bring just leaves free of charge.
And this is in addition to the fact that the town collects the leaves.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Pretty slam dunk.
Easy slam dunk. I'm just a little taken back that it's never been raised before. It's kind of crazy.
And then how does that put us with the heavy equipment operator, and then we're covering all our costs and things like that?
I mean, it doesn't cover all the costs, but when the garbage men pick up the leaves at your curb, they're bringing it there also. So, people are partially paying for yard waste in their taxes. So it makes it more even and helps make up the increase in the cost.
The people that get the yearly pass, is that primarily landscapers or?
No
No
landscapes are allowed.
Just
Yeah.
residents.
Just residents, homeowners doing their own work.
Wow.
It's cheap.
Yeah, so maybe a senior citizen might only be able to make like one trip a day and take it slow and easy, you know, cleaning up the yard, and instead of them paying $20, you know, 3 days, they can take their time over the course of the year, do smaller cleanups and still have a set fee of $60. That doesn't go beyond.
Right.
So it's equivalent to 3 days and you get the year.
I'm happy that people are cleaning up. That's a good thing.
I'm good.
No brainer.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair, thank you.
Has the,
for working on it.
there was a matter of some vermin up there, has that been addressed?
That is being addressed.
Okay,
By both, Tom Rosano, Crown, and, Dave.
okay.
I won't go into the details, but.
No, I don't need to hear the
No,
details, but I
don't
just
think-
wanted to make sure it was being addressed.
Yes, it is.
Good, okay. Excellent, thank you, folks.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it. Next up, we have police matters surrounding the monthly report with Chief HEGERMILLER.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, hopefully everyone has their May monthly report for '24. Things look good. We're still working out the kinks. Switching over
Is it
from.
generally liked, or is it still a,
Not
it's a
generally,
change
not
thing?
generally liked.
yeah,
But that could just be the change thing.
Right.
Hopefully, so. I think we had that with QED in the beginning too,
We
when we
did.
first went to
Remember
that.
that. Yep.
People weren't happy with it, so. But all in all, we're in good shape. Calls received were down, domestics were up only slightly, status quo really. Motor vehicles were way up, for May. Everyone, I guess, is out driving. Deer strikes, Councilman Kern are down.
Reported deals, right?
Reported deer strikes, correct. Summons issues, but basically status quo, 1435 to 1415. Arraignments are down, and I think that's just a reflection that criminal incidents are down. Charges are down, arrests are down, criminal incidents are down, non-criminal incidents are down, revenues are up, so we're in good shape. And there were no fatal overdoses for May of '24.
good.
So adding extra police has helped, sounds like.
Extra police always helps as far as definitely overtime is concerned. There's a direct correlation between overtime and staffing. So, hopefully, hopefully also being out there and down.
That's my point.
Right, out and about, omnipresence is always.
Omnipresence, and that's exactly the formula that you put into downtown by having 2 sectors down there now.
Correct, east
And
and
with
west.
the new mission that you put together, I'm hearing good things downtown. So
All good.
we're
Yeah.
weeding out the bad element and cleaning it up, and glad to hear it. The business people are pretty happy, so.
That's good.
That's a good thing.
Good thing.
That's a good plan.
Can I ask you, Chief, 2 things? One, there was a grant that the retreat was looking for to partner with the police department. Have they been able to do that?
Yes, so the town attorney reviewed the MOU and we signed off on it.
Great.
Tuesday maybe? When did I see you last? I think Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And if you could just give us an update on the rolling out of the cameras, the body cameras for police
I was
officers?
just gonna mention that also.
Thank you.
So the grant award was signed by myself and it's been sent back to the state. So now we just have to wait for the money, and it looks like they're gonna give us the money up front, and then
Oh,
we
good.
have to spend it from there. So it's not a
Perfect.
reimbursement. It's-
Great.
Yeah, which is a good thing, for sure.
Any idea how long it will actually take to get them in and get them implemented? Weeks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know when the money's gonna actually come through. It's, $1.47 million is coming our way. So that,
Is any of them money going to be reserved for storage for the following years to keep them and maintain them?
I
Or are
think
we
the one
spending
point.
everything on the
cloud?
cloud?
No, it should be a 5-year, cover a 5-year plan with the body cameras, so
Well, that's good news.
hopefully we'll be in good shape.
'Cause that's the expensive
That's
part.
the
That's-
part.
Yeah.
Is there training that goes along with that for the
For
officers?
body cams, I'm
Yeah.
sure, right.
Good.
I mean, there's still some kinks we have to iron out, whether they take it home and keep it home, or whether they come to headquarters and pick it up, or whether it's in the car and they get it. All those things have to be worked out.
Probably gotta be in a charger station.
Yeah, right. I'm a big fan in taking it home and keeping it at home. And,
Just like
Yeah,
your gun, it's
just like your
yours,
gun,
you're
correct.
responsible
Right.
for it, you're responsible to charge it,
right.
have it
It'd
charged.
be nice if they downloaded it there too. I think that would be convenient, but as I said, those are things that we have to
Yeah, I don't
work
know.
out
I
for
don't know
sure.
if the DA's
Yeah,
office
you're
would
not
like
gonna
that.
want it on your personal
Right,
computer. for
right.
sure.
Mhm.
So. But who knows, maybe
It's just for their own
maybe they
privacy.
could just have a Wi-Fi connect that would connect to their Optimum and go to the cloud.
Central.
Just so they don't get foiled on certain
Correct.
things, it's probably better to have it at the PD.
Excellent.
All set.
Nothing else?
That's it, I think.
Okay,
Thank you.
very good, thank you. Appreciate the updates.
Have a good day, stay cool.
You too.
We are trying. First day of summer today, right? Yes,
Yes, it is.
Today and tomorrow.
today.
Today's
The
20th.
We've
20th.
also released, just so you know, with the new computer system, we've released media release right to our local media outlets.
Oh, we got that?
So they get a blotter every day at 2:00 in the morning, and then they get the arrest report or the arrests during the week every week.
Okay,
Is
good.
that why these guys are tired? They're
And
up
I
at
think
2
he
o'clock.
he looks happy, doesn't he? Yeah.
Well, it depends what the Yankees did last
Yeah,
night
right,
too. Sometimes it.
They lost.
All right, next up, we have code enforcement, matters surrounding the monthly report with Senior Investigator Richard Downs. How are you, sir?
Good morning.
Morning.
How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you? Good. Good.
All right, everybody got their
Yep.
handouts? All right. Complaint investigations, we opened up 94 new complaints this, the month of May. I won't go through every single one, but high grass and weeds is up right now because the grass is growing.
Tis the season.
Yep, tis the season. We got 10. We got 7 overcrowded houses. We have 7 no rental permit complaints and 10 zoning use complaints. All right. We have 46 cases still under investigation from January of this year, so still not completely resolved. We issued 78 summonses for the month of May, and those ticketable infractions are no rental permits, we issued 12, no building permits, 16, no certificate of occupancy, 2, we issued 2 for noise, the noise ordinance, parking on front lawn, we got 2, commercial litter, 1, litter on residential properties, 2, weeds, rubbish, 11, violation of approved site plan, 1, importation, exportation of materials, that's 3, unsafe buildings, we had 4, dangerous hazardous conditions, 2, we had 2 stop work order violations, we had 1 shopping carts, 3 unregistered vehicles, visibility at intersections, we had 2, we had 1 unlawful signs, and 3 accessory buildings and structures, and 5 New York State property maintenance code violations. Those are state code property maintenance. Rentals, we have inspected 166 residential type houses. We collected 20,550 in rental fees. There's a typo there, that's from May, not from March. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Total revenue from January to May is 118,950. Another typo. So.
Rich, what's the fine for no building permit?
I believe it's 500
That's
for
the
minimum.
max?
For the minimum.
What's the max? You know?
I think third offense, it might go, second offense, 500 to 1,500, I believe, and then 1,500 to 2,500, and then 2,500 to 5,000, I believe, is the third offense.
When was the last time that was updated?
I would have to look back in the code. I
We
don't
just
know,
talked
yeah.
about that before the
Yeah.
meeting, it's gotta be changed.
Yep.
That
I know
and
we
the
have to change that.
commercial site plans too probably have to be amended
Yeah.
to be increased a bit too, because I think the minimum is 500 for that.
So I have a silly question maybe for it, but it's a pet peeve of mine. Going now, you're in political season campaign, and these campaign signs are throughout the town. We're still requiring candidates to put upfront money, right, to clean up? So do we
Yeah.
make sure that that's been done? Like, who monitors that? Is that from the
Town clerk
Town
takes
clerk's
the
office.
bond, yeah.
So, but what are the violations, John, like Calverton National Cemetery, like they're littered around the whole, I just, it bothers me that people put political signs in the National Cemetery as you drive around the whole
Yeah,
facility
yeah.
and they're out there, and that's like, I don't know what control we have to clean that up, but they don't belong on the National Cemetery property.
Yeah, we can look
I don't
into
know
that.
how we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to be putting them in right of ways.
Yep.
Not on
Have to
telephone
have
poles.
property
They're all
owner's
along-
permission,
they're all
period.
along
You gotta have
Cal.
property
Right.
owner's permission.
If you don't have permission, the sign
Right.
doesn't go there.
The whole Grumman site is littered with them all along Route 25.
Okay. So
I
we'll
would,
look into
I
it.
would vote to ban them entirely. I hate those things. I hate that we use them.
Sure.
But I know we've talked about it before, we would never get support of both of the major parties to not put signs up, so,
Yeah, you're supposed to collect them when the campaign's over.
Right.
yeah, within a
That
certain
never
number of
happens, so-
days, you have that, get them picked up.
Yep.
Just the National Cemetery, funerals going in.
Okay.
And they're passing
Yeah,
around campaign
that's- you're
signs.
absolutely
It's
right.
disrespectful.
Yep, I agree.
I don't know if we own that property though, in order to tell them to remove those. That might be
No,
federal.
but I don't
land.
know if it's a code violation or if it's something that we have to create
They may
violation.
or
of.
may not have permission, and if they're in the right of way too.
I'm
and
certain the
that's supposed to
federal
be-
government does not allow political signs in the national.
I don't think
I'm
they're allowed on
certain.
state property, so I don't think
Yeah.
that they would be allowed on,
Right,
you know,
Right.
that property.
And as well as
Right.
our town property, they should be on town property as well.
Correct.
I just don't know
All
if
of
we
that
have
count.
the authority to fine for that. I would love it if we could, if you could check on that.
Well, that's just
Yeah,
as a
I'll look
curious,
into it.
as a curious question of if codes.
I think
have
it's
to
in
be
the sign
implemented.
code, so, yeah, there are penalty provisions.
And the number of
Yeah.
days they have to be removed after the event.
Just a pet peeve of mine, thanks. I can look into it.
Will do. Any other questions?
I don't think so, keep up the good work.
All right.
Like
Thank
seeing
you.
these numbers,
All right.
it's good stuff.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, next up, we have Justice Court, matters surrounding the monthly report, and we have Counselor CERU. Good morning.
Okay, I'll start off with my disclaimer. This is only for town code offenses, nothing with PD, that's the DA's office, except for the quality of life offenses. Okay, so for May 6th parking, we took in $630, it was a light calendar. May 7th, we took in $14,815. It's slightly inflated, we had a $12,000 default judgment, which as of now hasn't been, no one has come in for it or tried to appeal it or anything like that, so it may stick. Parking, 380 was a light calendar on May 13th, but we did have a trial, and we got a guilty out of that, and the max fine on that. May 14th, we got a total of $6,400. We also did have a trial on 2 dockets for no rental permits, and we got guilty on both of those as well. May 21st, we had another trial, and we got a guilty verdict on that, and we took in, as you can see, the fines are all laid out there. We had a lot of return on warrants, as you can see below, and we took in $1,555 on people that pled when they were taken in. So it was a litigious month. It was a good month, and happy to report these stats.
Great job on the convictions.
Thanks. Any questions?
You're doing great work, just people are talking about like a number of houses that have been cleaned up within the different areas that we focused on. And so you working hand in hand with code enforcement, I think there's a noticeable difference going on, so thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, great job.
Thank you. We
Great
have,
job.
we have another trial coming up next week, so I'll report on that in July for the month of June.
Generally, if they go to trial and they're found guilty, is the fine typically the max?
Yes.
Because that would make
Yeah,
sense, because
yeah,
you're
for the most
wasting,
part.
not that you're wasting, but it's costing money and time to go to trial, so,
Especially for the no rental permits, because
Right.
as we know, most of the code officers, their shifts are earlier in the morning, they end in the afternoon, and the trials are generally at 3, sometimes 4 p.m.
Okay.
So, we're trying to break even or, make it worth their time
sure,
there, so.
awesome. Good job. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Victoria.
Okay. Next up, we have matters surrounding the change to chapter 251-7, commercial paving after 8 p.m. KERN and HURLEY.
Good morning.
Good morning, Danielle. How are you?
Good. So, this was a topic that was brought to our office by Councilman Kern. Right now, in order to pave your parking lot, you have to do it during the day. There was a situation where we're looking to now have that be done at night after 8 p.m. Right now, the code says you can't pave after 8 p.m. It's part of the noise violation code, chapter 251. So this would be an amendment to that would allow people to conduct paving of a parking lot that contains 50 or more parking spaces after 8 p.m. In order to get that done through 251, usually there's a request for a variance, which requires a public hearing. So we thought for something low impact like paving at night, so that way, they're not doing it during the day where the parking lot is segmented and it's causing a lot of traffic and things like that. So the person who's looking to do this would still need to get a variance, but we wouldn't have to do a public hearing. So what the person would do is they would file an application with the town board, which would consist of a letter from the applicant, and they would explain what they're looking to do, and any noise abatement, because it may potentially be noisy. Upon getting that letter, you all will review it. It has to be done 10 business days prior to the date of paving, so that you have a chance to review it. And then after that, the town attorney will consult with the board and the planning department, see if there's any site plans, make sure that they're gonna pave and do the lines according to their site plans. And then we would issue a letter saying they're allowed to proceed. That way we don't need to wait 30 days for the public hearing. But if you got such an application and you felt you wanted to have a public hearing for whatever reason, it was a larger project or it would emit more noise than normal, you would still be allowed to opt for a public hearing.
Yeah, looking at the commercial spaces, they're really not going to affect residents. Staples is a perfect example, Gallifresh is another example. And if you look at Target right now, they're doing it in segments. And the problem with that is that they leave it's approximately 1 inch deep, gouged out section that they now have to come back and pave that again. And I'm glad we're doing the lines because Staples right now has numerous lines and you confuse what space but I wouldn't even, I don't know why you'd have to go to a variance. I mean, I would just say you can pave at night. It keeps the asphalt trucks off the road during the day and just do it.
Yes, it's a variance by the town board, not by.
No, I understand.
Which, yes.
It makes sense, because they just did Gallifresh, that whole parking lot up there. And trying to do it during the day with customers coming and going,
insane.
somebody was gonna get hurt or fall on something, it was kind of a mess up there, so it makes sense for the large project to do them in the evening, for sure.
No, the large projects, but what about smaller ones that might be near residential neighborhoods? They would
It has to be minimum of 50,
Minimum
it has to be
50.
over 50 spaces.
And I mean, if that number, if you all want to change that number, that's something you can, discuss and let us know, but we just figured 50 or more spaces, just so that it stays really with the larger properties.
Because I'm just thinking of some medical doctor's offices and such, they live, I mean, they are sometimes near residential neighborhoods. That might be a problem where they may have 50 or more spaces. But people do live in those areas where those medical parks are. That's a problem.
We should have a number of town park projects coming out, and we should be paving them at night, not when they're filled during the day. And eventually, down the road, we're working on funding for a couple different, you know, we do Bayberry Park and things like that, even though it's resident, but you don't wanna shut the whole park down or shut the beach, the parking lots down.
Yeah, and we'd be able to do it under this.
So we'd be guilty of our own rules if we, you know.
So they wouldn't be able to do the grinding that sometimes they need to do to prep the area that's going to be,
So paving
Paved.
does include milling, which is that grinding up of the old layer. And then the laying of the new asphalt and the lines. That is all encompassed in the word paving.
it is,
So that,
okay.
yeah.
Again, it is, you know, when you look at these large lots, it's dangerous. You know, when people, you know, when they're doing this stuff and, during the day. At night, they come in, they do it. People wake up in the morning, they got a new parking lot.
This also doesn't mean they have to do it at night. They could still
Right.
do it during the day, correct?
We could also draft the code such that the milling is just done during the day, and then paving happens at night.
The only problem is you leave it, it's still dangerous when millings are laying all over the place.
Yeah, they would have to cordon off their parking lots probably.
Yeah, well, the
It's,
objective is
it's when you're
It's-
joining other
it's-
pavements, you have a
I
deep
prefer
rut,
you do it
and
all
gotta temporarily
at once,
blend it,
but-
and it creates more work.
I mean, that's the way, what's this,
Even a large scale parking lot, that's gonna take two, 3 days to pave.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. It's
Yeah,
not, this is
absolutely.
not
It's
like a
not a
long-term
one-night
noise
thing.
nuisance.
Right.
If you have to deal with it for 1 or 2 nights, it is what it is.
And once you get these letter applications, you'll be able to put constraints on that, like, yes, you can pave at night, but you can't pave till 3 in the morning, you know, we set a time limit. And part of that application, they're supposed to provide some sort of noise abatement plan if there is anything that they could do to reduce the noise that they'll be producing. But the goal is to get it done at night, so it's not evasive to the people driving there during the day, and it take 1 or 2 nights and be done, instead of multiple days.
I like that the process would be sped up a little bit. I think that the way that it is now, it's too drawn out. You have to go for a public hearing and
Yes.
it's, they're improving the property, so that's a plus. We don't want them to,
and we have, yeah, you're right, and we have currently people that are in violation of their site plans for not paving. And, you know, some of these parking lots look like Haiti. Nothing against Haiti, but, you know, they're loaded, they've got potholes all over the place. It's like third world. You would not see this in the Hamptons, you would not see this in Manhasset, Great Neck, but somehow it's in Riverhead. We have, I just set Rich some gaping potholes in the Staples parking lot. It's ridiculous.
So that's part of the code amendment that the town attorney's office will consult with the planning department to see and make sure that they're improving according to their site plan.
great.
Right.
Yeah, I had a
And
conversation.
that they're not reducing their parking or anything like that.
I like it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Good.
So do we want to go to public hearing with this draft, or do you want us to take some of the thoughts into
Yeah.
consideration?
I'd like the thoughts, like about not doing the grinding at night or setting a time limit to a certain hour. You said not paving till 3 in the morning
My
and
only
things like that.
disagreement with that is it drags on multiple nights. Let them just have at it and let them have one bad night.
Yeah,
You
get
know,
it
drill,
done.
you drill and you pave it and it's done, and even if you try to limit it to 3 AM or something like that, just let them go through the night and have one bad night.
So
Shorten the time, you're putting it on for multiple nights, and then imagine it's gonna be a lot more costly if you gotta do grinding during the day and then have crews return later on to pave at night or something like that, you know.
Trying to think of any place that has 50 or more spaces that would be near residential.
I'm just thinking of
And I-
medical parks. A lot of times.
On
they-
58?
No, not just 58, just in like, I don't know, say Aquabog or other, they
Yeah,
do
but they're
have,
not 50 space.
they're not?
No, there's
No,
nothing.
no, you have,
Like funeral home.
we looked at that,
Are you
just so you
50
know.
How many
spaces?
do you
We're
have?
over 50.
Are you?
Yeah, sure.
The corner of Union Avenue, where the
Nephis?
insurance company is.
Yeah.
Does that have 50
The James
spaces?
Park Commons.
But there's really
It's like
nothing.
just to get it, bang it out and get it
There's
done.
not a
Get it
lot of
done.
residential there
Yeah.
either, though. Nothing, it's not like it's surrounded by houses.
Could you put some kind of limitation that they have to have it done in a certain number of days if we're gonna let them pave at night? That they can't
Well,
just
if
drag
it's-
it on?
Then
Usually
you
if
got
it's
Mother
under 50
Nature that
spaces.
Gets
Right.
involved too,
Yeah.
that,
Shortages on asphalt.
You know,
Right.
if it's
Yeah,
that's
50
the other
I think
side. I
those
mean,
would
are the
be-
asphalt
I
plants
think that-
open
that would be-
24/7? Where they can get product? It must be,
Yes,
because I
because
know
they
that
pave
they
at
do the
night.
work at
They
night
do the
all the time
expressway
on
at
the
night.
expressway.
Yeah,
Sure, they work
the
24.
county definitely
Yeah.
paves.
I know it's more
Yeah, I know.
expensive to do it
Expressway.
because
Yeah.
you're paying
Yeah.
night rates to the workers.
Right, right.
Look at the complaints we get when we pave roads, when people are complaining, you know, that the traffic is a nightmare, you know, and it's,
Well, the application's gonna require them to put in all the details, so when they're planning
Yeah.
on doing it, the extent to which they're doing it and everything, and then when it's reviewed by the board, you can offer recommendations as to conditions on the approval, so as to avoid going to the public hearing.
Yeah, okay, well, that makes sense.
Including setting those times if, you
Right.
know, you guys agree on that.
go through the night,
Hey, you
get
could
it
look
done.
each case individually, depending on the location, and
Right.
I
Right.
like that.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do too. Okay.
sounds good.
Yep.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Danielle, you're gonna stay
Thanks,
up here
Danielle.
for the next one?
Yes.
Matters surrounding change to chapter 201-240, bed and breakfast facilities. Andreas, come on up.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Me and Danielle worked on this together. Just a quick cleanup because the bed and breakfast code, the way it's written, seems to allow it in every residential and commercial district, but that's not the case. So when you go through each zoning district in the code, some specifically allow it, some specifically prohibit it, or some allow it by special permit. So just basically changing this one sentence in the code where it says that specifically allow bed and breakfast facilities as permitted use or specially permitted use. And that pretty much cleans it up. And then in the other section B, the use as specifically permitted in each zoning districts and regulated. So this just makes,
Instead of all districts.
right.
This is more of a, like Andrea said, a cleanup. It did go through code revision, and also the prior code change we just discussed also did go through code revision. I wanted to mention that as well.
Yes, that's a good point. I think it's
What
pretty
else we
simple
got?
and straightforward. That's it.
This was a pretty easy work session, people, I have to say.
It's complicated.
Thank you for your work on this. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Simple. That makes all the sense in the world also.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Have a great day.
Do the same. Okay, that ends our open session for today's work session agenda. Make a motion to close the open session, and we will go into executive session to discuss matters surrounding possible contractual agreement with Suffolk County, and that will be with Dawn Thomas. So I have a motion to close the open session and go into the closed session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay, we are closed, and we will retire to executive session.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.